You've probably played the McDonald's Monopoly game before. You order a burger, you peel a sticker, and maybe, just maybe, you win big. But what if I told you? For over a decade, the game was rigged. Not by McDonald's, but by a man inside the system. A man who turned peel and win into a $24 million criminal empire. This is the story of how the McDonald's Monopoly game became the biggest promotional fraud in fast food history. The year was 1987. McDonald's, already the king of fast food, needed a way to drive even more customers through its golden arches. The solution? Monopoly. Partnering with a marketing company called Simon Marketing, they created a promotional game that felt like a jackpot. Customers collected Monopoly property stickers, just like the real game. Match the right set and you could win prizes. Trips to Disney, new cars, and yes, up to $1 million in cash. It worked. Big time. Sales skyrocketed. Families collected pieces together. It felt like anyone could win. But behind the scenes, someone else was already winning. And it wasn't you. Jerome Jacobson, a former small-town cop who became the head of security for Simon Marketing. His job, safeguard the most valuable Monopoly pieces, the rare, high-stakes winners worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. But Jerome had a secret. A dangerous one. He realized if he had access to the winning pieces, he could control the game, so he started stealing them. First just a few, then more. And instead of using them himself, he sold them to others for a price. In time, Jerome became known as Uncle Jerry, and he built a scam empire with dozens of fake winners. Strip club owners, ex-cons, mobsters, even his own stepbrother.
Say you found it on a fries box.
I was just lucky. But they were all lying. In some cases, he demanded tens of thousands up front. He even sold one $1 million piece to a guy connected to the Colombo crime family. Think about that. A children's game, now linked to organized crime. In a stunning display of hubris, he stole another $1 million winning piece. But instead of selling it, he anonymously mailed it to St. Jude. The story made national news. McDonald's celebrated the heartwarming event. But this wasn't charity. It was a calculated move. Who would suspect a game was rigged when it produced such a charitable outcome? He was laundering his own conscience. In 2000, an anonymous tip reached the FBI. The Monopoly game was rigged. Agents launched a secret investigation called Operation Final Answer. And the plan? Infiltrate the scam from the inside. And sure enough, patterns emerged. The so-called winners had suspicious connections. Many were linked to a mysterious figure in Georgia. All signs pointed to one man, Uncle Jerry. FBI agents posed as a production company, pretending to film a documentary on Monopoly winners. Meanwhile, they were gathering evidence: phone calls, wiretaps, travel records. Under the lights and cameras, these winners shared their fake stories. But behind the scenes, they were being recorded, analyzed, and linked back to Jerome Uncle Jerry Jacobson. The FBI also recorded phone calls between Jerome and middlemen. They spoke in code. By summer 2001, the agents had enough. A 73-count indictment was ready to go. On August 22, 2001, FBI agents arrested over 50 people in one massive sweep. Fake winners, middlemen, criminals. And yes, Jerome Jacobson himself. When news broke, America was stunned. The beloved Monopoly game, a giant fraud. McDonald's quickly distanced itself, claiming it was a victim too. And legally? They were. The real fault lay with Simon Marketing and Uncle Jerry. Jacobson eventually pleaded guilty to mail fraud and conspiracy. He was sentenced to just over 3 years in federal prison, a light sentence for one of the biggest frauds in promotional history. Today, Jerry is a free man, living a quiet life in Georgia. No interviews, no public remorse. Most fake winners were sentenced to house arrest, community service, or probation. But the real punishment? Public shame, financial ruin. Gloria Brown said, "That money ruined my life." Simon Marketing, the company McDonald's hired to run its promotions, was destroyed. They lost their biggest client overnight. and the company was dissolved. And then, there was McDonald's. They rebooted the game. In 2003, monopoly returned, with tighter security, independent audits, and digital tracking. And somehow, customers forgave. Because deep down, we still want to believe the next sticker might be the winner. Uncle Jerry didn't steal money. He stole hope. Millions of people believed they had a chance. But they never did. The scam reminds us, behind every big promise is a system. And if one person controls it, they can control the outcome. A $24 million fraud, dozens of lives ruined, all hidden in plain sight, behind fries and free parking. This was the monopoly scam. And Uncle Jerry? He played us all.